Hello and welcome to my channel and my video series about the Canary Islands. If you haven't heard about these islands before, they are located right off the coast of northwest Africa, but are actually belonging to Spain. The Canaries consist out of 7 bigger islands, which are called Tenerife, Gran Canaria, Fuerteventura and Lanzarote, which are the more famous ones. But there are also La Palma, La Gomera and El Hierro. The Canary Islands are mainly famous for their beaches and, touristy areas, like you can see here in this picture, which shows the harbor of Los Cristianos, which is a city in the south of Tenerife and belongs to an area where there are just like one hotel after the other, a big area with a lot of tourists. And this is actually the picture I had from the Canaries before I went there. But I wanted to find something out. I wanted to know if, besides all this tourism and hotels, if there is any kind of adventure left, if you can still have adventures and a great time outdoors or in the nature on the Canary Islands. That was the thing I wanted to find out on my trip. And during this video series, we'll find the answer. During my trip, I will visit whole of Tenerife and La Palma, but we will start here in Tenerife, mainly in the south of the island. You've seen Los Cristianos in the pictures, and if you want to get away from Los Cristianos and all these big hotels, you can do quite a nice walk actually, which leads from Los Cristianos to a smaller town called Las Galletas, and I think this means the cookies. It's a nice walk right at the coast, a little bit long, about 14 kilometers I think, but as you can see in the pictures, it's beautiful. You have nice desert-like volcanic areas, and with this very beautiful sunset right at the beach at Los Cristianos, I will already say goodbye to this part of Tenerife, because we're going to a town called La Laguna. So what you've just seen are some impressions of La Laguna, which is one of the oldest cities here, and it offers many buildings of this unique Spanish colonial style for you to see. And it's located right next to Santa Cruz, which is the capital of Tenerife, with this famous sail-shaped Auditorio de Tenerife. Both cities are good starting points for visiting the Anaga mountains in the far northeast of the island. And that's the place where we go next. Hello and welcome to Tenerife. I know it's been a while since I've been vlogging, like this vlogging kind of thing, because I haven't really got the chance to do it right on the first days. So I'm here on Tenerife since a few days already, and today I'm going to do the first big hike alone. It's from Cruz to Punta del Hidalgo. It's in the very north of the island, in the so-called Anaga mountains. It's about 10 kilometers long. The north of the island here is actually very different compared to the south. So the north is very humid and quite a bit colder actually. And one side effect of this is that these tracks are slippery as hell. This is probably one of the most beautiful villages I've ever seen. It's way up here in the mountains, and they have these small fields here everywhere where they're growing potatoes, I think. And it's so beautiful. I mean, I would like to live here. The path here is alright, but the rest of the terrain is almost vertical. Oh man, feels like I'm on the road for hours, but only got 1/4 of the way. So the path now goes to Chinamara. Oh, there's a lizard. Do you see it? Lizard. That's kind of cool. A lot of lizards here actually. So the path goes to Chinamara and I have to go up there. Just imagine you live in one of these mountain villages. I probably keep repeating myself, but Tenerife is really an island of contrasts. If you look here, on the north facing side of this mountain, it's almost foggy, like a very humid, very moist kind of vegetation. And if you're looking here, on the sunny side, you have cactuses and like this very dry plants. It's really, I mean, it's like, it's 50 meters away from each other. And this is it, Chinamara, an old mountain village where the people are actually living in houses that were built into natural caves in the mountains. there at the ground is the town of Punta del Hidalgo, and that's our destination of today's trip. And it's still a bit to go. So if you should ever come to Tenerife, I can already highly recommend this trek. It's so amazing, the nature is just incredible, the views are incredible, but you really need not to be afraid of heights. I mean, look at this. It's hundreds of meters of drop right next to me. So I've actually seen a few like elder people not really doing this part of the trek, but at least trying it, and they have my biggest respect. Even for me, this trek is not that easy. Look what I just found. Some people were carving their names to this cactus here, and there is one name that says 1995. Amazing, there's one here, 1994. And I'm not completely wrong, this one is 82. So right here you can see a weather phenomenon that I actually realized quite often here in Tenerife. If you're looking there on the shore, the weather is perfectly sunny, no clouds there, the sun shines on the small city and the coast. And then if you go up to the mountains, it gets all cloudy and misty. And this is it. The hike is over, and so is the first part of this series. If you enjoyed it, be sure to check out the upcoming part 2 and feel free to subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends.